influencing people, knowing how to do that the right way is very important when you're looking to do anything in a situation and get somewhere. If you need something from another person, you need to be able to have influence that isn't just sheer brute force, bull in a china shop kind of stuff. Like, especially if you're trying to get somewhere with a woman. And I mean, you have to match the level of the person that you're trying to get something from, so to speak. Like, you don't want to be really rough or forward or aggressive with somebody that's not that way, because you're not going to get anywhere with them. You know, there's just certain skills that you have to learn about people. You know, they call it your EQ, your emotional EQ, and which is like having an IQ, and it's just emotional intelligence. And when you want to get your way with someone, especially a woman, you don't do it by bullying tactics and intimidation. And this kind of comes from a situation where, you know, guys, when you want a chick to do something for you, especially if she doesn't have any direct connection with you as more than a friend, trying to bully someone into doing something your way or saying what you don't want them to say, it's not going to work for you. In fact, it's going to backfire on you. You know, not only are they not going to do what you want them to do, which is going to cause you frustration, but they're not going to respect you, and you're going to make them feel uncomfortable. And when you manage by intimidation in any kind of sense, it just isn't, it's not good for the outcome of the situation on your behalf. Now, I'm not some non-violent person where I don't believe that, you know, I don't believe in violence. That would be lying, because I believe violence can get you plenty of places. But that's for another discussion. But when you're talking to somebody, when it's a situation where you can't exert that kind of control or power over a person, you need to know how to smooth talk. You need to know how to get your way without brute force. You know, because women especially, we want to feel like we have control and like you like us. You have to I hate doing vlogs like this because I don't want it to seem like I'm saying that, you know, you have to manipulate someone, but you have to handle it in a certain way, and you have to use what is important to people to do that. And when you're talking to a woman and you want her to do something for you or say something on your behalf or whatever, you know, being super forward and super aggressive and super macho emotionally charged isn't going to do it. It's just not. You're gonna threaten her and scare her, and she's gonna back away from the situation, and she's gonna lose the respect for you in the process. So you really have to know how to handle people and make them feel comfortable and make them want to kind of go to bat for you. You have to make them want to do things for you and want to go out on a limb on your behalf, because otherwise, you know, they're just feeling bullied into it and they don't want to do it, and then they're going to half-ass it anyway. When they do it, you have to take a page out of woman code. You know, you have to, there's a joke all the time about women, and you know, men may be the head of the household, but women is the neck that turns the head. You have to know how to gently use that confidence and gently exert your influence. And when you don't, things just don't work out the way that you would have wanted them to, and they don't work out as good as they could have had you used more finesse. So that's kind of my little rant. Situations are interesting, that's all I can say. And people just, some things, they're just not, they don't know. And people are one of those things. Like, people are a hard subject, but something that it's worth knowing. And increasing your people skills in any situation and becoming better is good, because you are the only tool that you have to use, that you take into every single situation that you ever are met with in your life. And so everything that you do that's personal development, people skills, communication, things like that, all of that directly brings dividends to all of the influential situations you have in your life and all of the important moments. You know, how you handle something is everything. Whether it be a partner that's mad at you, or a friend that you're having, you know, a rift with, or, you know, you're just talking to somebody at work and you have to communicate with them about a project, and you think that maybe the way that you know how to do it might be a little bit better than theirs. If you just come out and you're like, hey, you fucking suck, your project is shit, do it my way, not only are they going to be offended, even if you didn't mean it as a personal thing, not only are they going to be offended, but they're sure as shit going to be resistant to do whatever you're wanting to do, sheerly off the basis that you couldn't show them respect. And you gotta show people respect. Even if the reason why you're showing them respect is somewhat selfish, people like people who make them feel good about themselves. People do things for people that are, you know, good people, are likable people. And while I don't want to use the word exploit, you have to keep that in mind when you want to, you know, when you have an investment in a certain outcome and you need someone else to directly impact that. Because there's nowhere in this life, or very few places, I should say, because I never say never, but there is rarely a time when you can count solely on yourself and, you know, have a good outcome. You need people's help. And even if you don't want people's help, there will be plenty of times where life will force you to need someone else to do something for you, somebody whose skills are better, or somebody even who has just been put in an advantageous position that maybe you have not, or that someone that you want their help or their power or their influence on your side. And there's nothing wrong with that. People are useful tools, and they should be utilized, but they should be utilized in a way that is not overtly aggressive and selfish and problem causing. Otherwise, you're going to alienate those people from your life, and you're not going to get the outcome that you want. So I hope this vlog comes out, because it was a good one. I got to say a lot of things I wanted to say, but I am testing out the new helmet, and we are on the highway, so we'll see how the wind noise turns out.